Welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. Today I will be introducing you my favorite, absolutely favorite deck of all time, the Armarouge Box with Eevee and friends. Obviously with the recent release of Destined Rivals and Ho-Oh EX, Armarouge came to life all over again. Ever since Arceus rotated out together with Magma Basin, any Armarouge PAL or Armarouge Box deck obviously died off. It's not so much Arceus V-Star only, because if you still have Magma Basin around, you can still play Chi-Yu EX and Armarouge, with Chi-Yu EX being your energy acceleration. But even so, after Magma Basin and Arceus V-Star rotated out, I actually still played a little bit of Noctowl Armarouge, which was not too bad as well, because you have your Noctowl as your engine for Crispins and trumpets and whatnot to accelerate energies in order for Armarouge to move the energies around to your versatile attackers, right? Hence why it's called a PAL or a box deck. But obviously with the release of Ho-Oh EX, with the ability to attach up to 2 energy cards from your hand to your Eton's Pokemon, it's obviously an absolutely brilliant ability to go along with Armarouge. And there are a couple of decks going around right now with the combination of Ho-Oh EX and Armarouge and your one-off attackers like your Wellspring Ogerpon, your Iron Hands, your Iron Leaves, or your Pinsir, or your Duran EX, Gouging Fire, Cornerstone Ogerpon, and things like that. However, I have come up with my own variation of the deck, which is Armarouge with Ho-Oh EX and your usual one-off tech cards, but together with a whole bunch of evolution, Pokemons in your deck, like your Flareon EX, Umbreon EX, Espeon EX, which is actually a spicy tech instead of Sylveon EX, and your Leafeon EX. And the reason why I'm doing this, actually, obviously I'm not going to say that it's obviously a stronger option compared to, attacking your Pinsirs and whatnot, but with the inclusion of 4 Luminous Energies into this deck, the ability to rotate around Flareon EX, Umbreon EX, Espeon EX, and Leafeon EX, depending on your matchup, is an absolute joy to play with. The Umbreon EX is obviously for the Gardevoir attack, with 1 Luminous Energy and 2 Fire Energy, or with 1 Sparkling Crystal and 2 Fire Energy. The Umbreon EX is able to one-shot your Gardevoir EX, obviously, and the Espeon EX, with the same requirements, with the same energies or tools, will be able to one-shot your Dragapult EX if your Clefairy EX is in play. And the reason why I'm opting for Espeon EX instead of Sylveon EX is because they both do 160 damage with the same amount of energy requirement, but Sylveon EX is confusing the Pokemon. However, in that case, you are obviously killing the Dragapult EX, so hence there's no point confusing it. So why not use Espeon EX, which allows you to discard a random card from your opponent's hand? So then, I mean, it's an absolute joy to have this card in your deck against your Dragapult matchups. And of course, your Leafeon EX, which is for decks that are weakness to grass Pokemon. So that would be your Zoroark, your Charizard, and of course, obviously, with the recent surge of Grimmsnarl and Garchomp EX decks going around, Leafeon EX is an absolute joy to one-shot these Pokemons. Now, obviously, Iron Leaves is a single prizer, your Pinsir is a single prizer, Duran EX is also a decent attacker. However, they are not as tanky as Leafeon EX. You are not able to loop, or rather be able to attack twice or 2 turns in a row. But if you're going up against the Garchomp EX deck, for example, if they don't really have a Roserade in play, or if you go against a Grimmsnarl deck, you're able to attack 2 turns in a row, right? On top of that, there is no requirement for your active Pokemon to be knocked out before you can use such an attack. So for example, if I'm not mistaken, your Pinsir and your Iron Leaves, there is a requirement for your active Pokemon to be knocked out the turn before in order for you to deal an additional amount of damage, which allows you to one-shot the Grimmsnarl EX and Garchomp EX, right? So hence, I decided to play the Leafeon in this deck. Again, obviously, I'm not saying this is a stronger build compared to your strictly one-off techs together with Armarouge and Ho-Oh EX, but I feel that it's an absolute different style of play. It's a different variety, very versatile. You can basically evolve to whichever evolution Pokemon you would require in order to attack your opponent's active Pokemon in that very turn, and that's the reason why we're playing 3 of the 50 HP EVs as well. We don't really need to bench the EV so early because you're able to evolve on the turn itself. And last but not least, the reason why I'm playing this quadruple evolution combination is also because ultimately they are Terra Pokemons as well, which allows you to play Area Zero. As far as my testing has gone so far, I actually realized that the bench space is really an issue because you're probably going to need Squawk, Mew, Latias, and probably maybe even 2 Charcadets in play. Not in this specific deck, but in any other Armarouge Ho-Oh decks, right? So hence you will need Area Zero. And I think if you want to be playing Terra Pokemons, obviously you're going to be playing Wellspring Ogerpon. But if you're going to be playing Cornerstone or your Terra Pagos, you know what? I prefer the evolutions here. Now obviously the different elements of EVs in order to hit for weakness is not the only reason why I'm playing the evolutions in this deck. It's also not the fact that you can play Area Zero is also again not the only reason why I'm playing evolutions in this deck. But the ability to use Flareon EX to be swinging turn 1 together with your Ho-Oh EX's ability is absolutely insane. I had literally, and I'm genuinely saying this, I had a couple of games where I started second, either voluntarily or involuntarily, and I ended the turn with 5 energy cards in play, which is absolutely insane for you to be swinging your Wellspring Ogerpon or your Iron Hands EX turn 2 while preserving a couple of energies in play as well, because obviously Wellspring Ogerpon and Iron Hands are 2 very expensive Pokemons to be using in terms of energy requirements, right? So the ability to be swinging with Flareon EX turn 1 going second, plus Ho-Oh EX's ability in charging up your fire energies to your bench Ho-Oh is absolutely insane. And you know, it happens more often than you actually think, and the reason why it happens so often is because the combination of Squawk and 4 Arvens, and I'm also taking 1 Pokegear in here, is absolutely insane. The ability to be getting Eevee, Flareon, Fire Energy or Luminous Energy plus your Sparkling Crystal turn 1 and Latias EX as well in order for you to retreat for your Flareon EX to either be charging up energies together with Ho-Oh EX or to be donking your opponents because you're going second. And if like decks, for example, like Guardi or Dragapult, if they don't start with a Buddy Poffin or a Nest Ball turn 1, they're probably cooked. And there are a number of games where I have absolutely donked opponents turn 1 going second, and if I don't, I actually am still able to charge up my Iron Hands or Wellspring Ogerpon anyway. And if I were to go first, then so be it. I am still able to charge up my Ho-Oh EX, and I probably can skip Flareon turn 2, and I'll be swinging with my Wellspring Ogerpon and my Iron Hands EX anyway as well. So the reason why I really enjoy this deck so much is because I don't really mind going first or second. Whereas if I were to play a full Ho-Oh EX Armarouge toolbox, I think more often than not we would want to go first, right? You don't really want to go second. What you want to be doing? You want to be bedewing? You want to be Ichi-Pollinating? You want to be using Clefairy into Gasping Draw? I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad as well, but I want to be either swinging or charging up energies as fast as I can. And so far, based on my testing, this deck is absolutely insane. It's not that bricky because I am playing 4 Arvens, 3 Ionos, 1 Pokegear, and I'm playing Mew and Fez. So this deck is not at all bricky. You are not susceptible to an early game counter catcher, unfast them or whatever not. As long as you have a Latias in play, you can absolutely just retreat your Flareon EX anytime you want. If you have an Armarouge in play, even better. If they were to counter catcher, unfast them or whatever, you can just move the fire energies with Armarouge and retreat. Right? So this deck is just absolutely insane. Now, in terms of the consideration that I want to possibly include in this deck, because it is not fully refined yet, based on my testing, I would actually consider another Area Zero in play, only because you definitely, I mean, benching is a slight issue in this deck. You would want to maximize up to 8 Pokemons on your bench as often as you can. That's number 1. Number 2, I will probably include stretches instead of a Super Rod in this deck. Reason being is because there are a couple of times where you will need some of the Pokemon that have been knocked out or discarded. You would want them in a specific turn. So stretches is better in this deck probably. The reason why I played Super Rod first is because you probably want to rod back your 5 energies for your Ho-Oh EX to then Vessel and attach it with its ability, right? But I am playing 1 energy retrieval, so it's not too bad as well. So that's the second thing that I probably want to include. And then you can probably include your Ursaluna Gouging Fire just to be swinging big attacks, right? But I'm pretty much comfortable with Flareon EX doing 280 as well. So that's that. On top of that, I actually considered and actually wanted to try Glass Trumpets in this deck as well, because you have Squawk, you have Eevees in play, and as long as you have one of the Evolutions or a Wellspring Ogerpon in play, you can charge up 2 fire energies by virtue of your Glass Trumpets and then move it with Armarouge to then be swinging again, right? So that's another tag that I would really consider. And last but not least, if you're going to be charging up 5 to 6 fire energy cards turn 1, you gotta play Armarouge EX, man. It's just gonna absolutely obliterate any opponents in play. It's just gonna obliterate everything. So Armarouge EX is also an absolute consideration as well. And last but not least, I will also consider one switch in this deck, only because, well, you have Latias in play, but you can be sopped as well, right? You can be either sopped or Maractus. Hence, if they were to do that to you, for example, to your Squawk or to your Armarouge not too bad, but if they were to do it to your Squawk, then that's going to be an issue, right? So you probably will want to have one switch in there since you're playing Arven as well. But apart from that, this deck is absolutely busted. I actually tested against a couple of Dragapult decks, a couple of Charizard decks. It's insane. Again, I'm not saying this is better than your usual, not usual because it's still pretty new, but your common Ho-Oh EX Armarouge decks out there. I do think upon testing that this version is slightly better. So let's just take a look at a couple of games and see how it actually works. I think I've decided I want to go second blind, only because there's probably a lot of Grimmsnarl, Typhlosion, a lot of these shenanigan decks going around, man. So Paul's going second, which is fine by me. Hopefully he does not have an Arven. And what's my gameplay here? Oh, this is a little bit tricky. So I definitely wouldn't be using... Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. I might need to Squawk here. Just gonna do this. Squawk this beautiful hand, unfortunately. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Do I just want to preemptively Ultra Ball? Oh, wait a minute. I need a Latias here, actually. So I think I'll just do this. Unfortunately, I'm giving out quite a number of energy cards here, but I think it's fine. I'm playing a little bit too fast here. I actually have a feeling I'm going to whiff the following turn. I'm going to need an Arven into a Crystal. I did not check whether I have a Crystal. And I'm going to need an Armarouge. She's going to Arven into a rescue board. Oh, he already has it. This is tough. This is tough. Now, I will either need Armarouge or... let me see. Either Armarouge or... The bench spacing of, needing Squawk and Latias is a bit annoying, right? We might want to tag a little bit more Area 0 as well. I feel like that may be a necessity here. Especially, I think there is an increase in uptick in terms of number of stadiums being played. Just when I wanted to Ultra Ball, I got Badoo. Yep, it's fine. So what will the play here be actually? So... Yeah, I started with Iron Hand, so that's a bit tough. So what if there was actually a Dragapult evolved here? Is there any way I can kill Dragapult? I think I'll probably be using Mew and just mewing this guy away and killing the Badoo. That's probably it. It's evolving to it. Oh, I might be cooked. I might be cooked. Yeah, and I'm getting a bunch of useless cards as well. I'm not gonna preemptively use my Super Rod for now. Yeah, I need an Armarouge. Okay, so we can at the very least attack. I'm just going to Iono here. We need Area 0, man. Come on. Don't have the Area 0. Don't have the... Quite a number of stuffs that we don't have here. He might kill Charcadet here. Actually, I have a very strong feeling he's going to kill Charcadet. So I just put it on Iron Hands now, just in case. He might unfair stamp me here as well. And if you ask me if he's smart, if he wants to unfair stamp me, he should be killing the Mew actually. So yeah, I think definitely have to increase the number of Area 0 in this deck. It's absolutely essential. Yeah, the number of draws is too insane. He's definitely swinging with Dragapult here. He may even unfair stamp into a swing of Dragapult and probably a Hawlucha on Charcadet as well. So that's going to be painful, but if he does so, what's our way out? We need a Clefairy, which we can. Unfortunately, we can't if Charcadet's dead. So hopefully he's using the Ultra Ball for a Dragapult. Okay. I'm just praying he doesn't have a... If he doesn't have an EXP share plus Hawlucha here, things might be looking good. But he's not killing me as well, so he's not opening up a bench space, right? Yeah, that's the problem here. At the very least, I'm getting Armarouge alive, but the Hawlucha will kill him, right? Oh! So that's where the Hawlucha is coming out. Charcadet's dead. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So Charcadet's dead. I can at the very least get out a Fez. Ooh, that's painful. If he counter catches me, here's a good thing. It enables my counter catcher, right? Oh, ho, ho, that's painful. That's painful. Yeah, at least we can Poke Gear, I guess. I'm really hoping he's counter catching my Latias here because I don't really need Latias anymore if I have Mew on the bench, and he is not. So that is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, this is painful. We are caught in an absolute pickle here. I'm gonna whack him for 280 and hopefully use Iron Hands to do something. Okay, Area 0 is finally out. A little too late, buddy. Do I want to get an Arven here? I've already used Poffin. There's nothing I can do with an Arven, right? I'm just gonna get an Iono, which is good, I think. Hand attached to Iron Hands, just in case. Oh, it's a good card to have right now. Iono. So if he gets Monkey Dory plus energy, then we are pretty cooked as well, actually, because he... Oh, okay. Oh, we don't have the Armarouge, man. It's fine, I'm just gonna... Okay, so we can Super Rod back you... Oh, there's two of you, I wonder. Right. So we're gonna get back a Charcadet. There is a possibility that the Charcadet might be killed, right? So I think I'm just going to do this as well. Just to get another Charcadet, just in case he gets killed. He might get CC and get killed anyway, I don't know. But yeah, we're swinging for 280. We will need to Iron Hands this guy. If he Monkey Dories and bosses order me here somehow, which of course is absolutely possible with a Dragapult deck, right? And I think it's pretty much almost end of the world here. I don't know if he can be taking 5 prizes in 2 turns, because if he can't, I'm pretty confident in oh, but Iron Hands would be dying with the Luminous Energy as well. That is rough. That is absolutely rough. Oh. At the very least, there's no boss and there's no Monkey Dory shenanigans this turn, right? I have no more Iono, so I'm pretty screwed on that front. But yeah, so can he be taking 6 prizes? The good thing is my Halucha is safe, I guess. I have to evolve the damaged Charcadet, and then I should be good. So if he's smart, he'll be spreading the damage on Charcadet. He should be putting 30 on one and 30 on the other, and disabling me from taking a yeah, so the Monkey Door is out as expected, but he has no energy cards yet, and I'm swinging this Dragapult. I'm absolutely obliterating this guy. So now the problem is, I don't know how he's spreading the damage, but Iron Hands, I'm assuming, is dead the following turn. Yeah. That's quite straightforward, to be honest. So, okay. Oh, and Area Zero is gone, damn it. 1, 2. Do I need the Ho-Oh here? Or do I not need the Charcadet? Yep. I think so far it's still so good, right? Screw this Chew, man. Absolutely useless at card. Just gonna Fez first. Now getting the Ho-Oh is good, so there's an additional energy card. I might even Vessel. Oh, shice. Didn't have a Vessel. Do I want to keep the Ultra Ball? I need it to kill the next Pulp, right? So I'm going to throw one Ho-Oh away. Yeah, I don't think I need the Ho-Oh here. Oh, but there's no Clefairy as well. We are almost cooked. So I will be taking... I don't think he'll be killing the Armarouge here, right? Can't afford that. Okay, I desperately need the Clefairy here. If I don't get the Clefairy, I'm just cooked beyond measures, right? A boss. Okay, not exactly what I needed here. If they Iono me, is it the worst thing in the world? Not really, right? Because I can draw into the Luminous Energy. Couple of things here. I can actually counter Catcher. But do I want to be counter Catchering? Not really also, right? So the only way here is probably, hopefully there's, I mean, I'm pretty sure that an Iono is coming. 2 is used. There is another 2 more in the deck. Maybe 1 in the deck, 1 in the price. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully, yeah, 1 in the price, 1 in the deck. So they can't Iono me. But if they do, all I'm needing is a Luminous Energy and a ball for Clefairy Search, right? Now the thing is, if they don't, yeah, so I knew it was coming. Ooh. So I have Boss. Ooh, that's painful. Yeah, the problem here, I think, as well, is the fact that I don't think I can be drawing with the Mew. I can Ho-Oh 1. Just so I can draw 1 more card. Come Come on, all I need is the Luminous. Yep. Come on, baby. Let's go. Honey, baby. This guy's cooked. We are just cooking Paul. Multiple ways. We're just cooking you. Get the fuck out of my face. So we're beating BDIF or like the second BDIF in back-to-back games. I mean, this deck is just... Whew. I'm still trying to decide whether we want to go first blind. Whether we want to go first or second blind. I think that will heavily be dependent on the meta, right? How many Dragapults and Gardevoirs we're facing. Or is it a lot of Raging Bolts instead, right? Is there a lot of Jolting Boxes and whatnot? So it's a bit tough. But that's the good thing about my deck. Sorry, not my deck. The good thing about this deck is that you really don't mind going first or second, right? Which I absolutely love, actually. I think one of the things that we want to do is to be able to go first or second as however we please. We don't really mind going first or second. That's, I think, one of the utmost, I wouldn't say priority, but it's one of the biggest things that we want to do in this deck, right? The ability to go first or second. It's absolutely great. Okay, so moving back to this deck, what we want to do here ideally is to knock out the... so Chi is an absolute fodder this game. We're going to need Latias and Squawk, so we're going to take Latias first because we got to retreat this guy. Oh, but we're going to need... So if I take Squawk here, I'll be discarding away quite a number of stuff actually. But let's just see. I have to Squawk here, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get an Arven, please. No energy card, unfortunately. But we can do this, right? And just retreat into the Flareon. Hopefully we can get some energies from there. Don't know if we can somehow pull out an Arven for a energy for a Vessel Crystal. Did we? I don't think we need the Nest Ball for now, right? So we did get the play to take the first knockout. They unfortunately, I probably should have taken an Ultra Ball there, maybe. But there's no retreat locking here because we have Latias. Right. Yep. So we do have... just go to Charcadet, unfortunately. Yep. So the good thing here is that if you do not evolve to Armarouge too early, and if you have Latias in play, then it can't really be stalling us. Oh, we got the Armarouge, right. So what ideally we need here actually is an Area 0, just to put in ideally a Wellspring Ogerpon or an Iron Hands. Ideally that's what we want to do here. I'm absolutely fine with a... Iono's not too bad. In fact, it's even better than an Unfast Time. Right? So I need an Area 0. No Area 0. Not the worst thing in the world. We do have a Luminous Energy here. I'm not sure who I want to attach the Luminous Energy on. Only because I'm not sure who they will be. I mean, okay, I think it's an absolutely wrong choice to attach energy to the front Drippy, right? So anyway, I'm just going to do this. Just gonna thin out the deck, get more energies in play. Oh, there's no more fire energy cards. That's odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 2 fire energies in the discard. Sorry, in the prize. Yep, got 1 here. So I actually need the default player to knock out a Pokemon, so it opens up the bench space for me, right? It's either that or I draw into an area 0. I actually think if I were to draw into an area 0 here, they're absolutely cooked. Cooked beyond measures, man. Come on, give me an area 0. Come on, baby, one time. Yeah, we got it. So 2 retreat costs on the Flareon's a little bit painful. Or should we just boss the Dragapult? I think it's not too bad either, right? Do we need the Iono here? Probably not. Ultra Ball into an Armarouge if I can in any way get I don't really need the boss here, right? Actually. So I'll do this. And that was a bit tough. I think I'll Ultra Ball away this 2 first. Get the Armarouge out. It's 2. That's a little bit painful, but it's fine. We need a Nest Ball. Can I Arven into a Nest Ball? Didn't really see what I have. 2 Nest Balls used. I should have another Nest Ball here. I think I want to be getting the Iron Hands instead, right? Yeah. Let's go! I think they're absolutely cooked, if you were to ask me, man. Oh, I have to retreat with the... Wait, hold on, wait. I need 3 fire energy cards, right? Yeah. So I'm just going to discard this 2. Move. Yeah. Cook him, baby. Cook him. Now, the worst thing that can happen here is that if they were to gust for the Armarouge and install me there, which I will then have to move 2 energy cards. And I think by that time it will be a little bit tough for Iron Hands to attack. Our Super Rod's gone. We still have energy retrieval, I hope. I'm not too sure. Dragapult's out. We can just Clefairy the boy. Clefairy the big boy, right? He has to retreat the Drippy. The only way he can do anything is if he were to retreat the GP, right? That's the only thing he can do right now. He's going to get the unfair stamp, which is absolutely fine with me. I have Mew. He has to CC the Armarouge, if you ask me. Yeah, so he's going to CC the Armarouge, retreat into the Dragapult. That's what I foresee. And we will need a Clefairy. Will a Clefairy be able to kill the Armarouge? Just a question. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 140, 160. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 140 plus 20 more, right? So that's 160 times 2. Ooh, he got the Badoo play. Okay. Is he gonna Badoo me here, actually? What? Oh, alright. The unfair is a little painful there. I need 1 energy card. Oh, oh my. So yeah, I think he's absolutely cooked. Cooked beyond measures, man. So I'm just gonna attach 1 fire energy to Armarouge, move 1 of the Luminous from Flareon, retreat, and am this little garlic, whatever this guy is, man. This deck is absolutely insane, man. It's just the most busted deck I've seen in a long time. And I feel like if you don't play Flareon together with Ho-Oh, you can't be executing these plays that smoothly and that fast. You can't be charging up 5 to 6 energy cards in your first 1 or 2 turns, right? It's literally impossible to do that. And somehow I think I'm able to combine both Flareon and Ho-Oh into the same deck with Armarouge and at the same time maintaining it as a PAL/box deck. Busted deck. So yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, comparing it with the normal Ho-Oh Armarouge Box, right? It's pretty similar. It's just that the ability to charge up to 4, probably, in fact, maybe even 5 energies in your first turn is pretty insane, actually. So do I go second blind? I'm not too sure. But that's the luxury about this deck, is the fact that I'm willing to go first, second. I really don't mind, actually. Either way, I'm absolutely fine. Yeah. I hope we can donk them this game. No Buddy Poffin, please. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. So we got the Eevee. That's a good start. Got the Ho-Oh. You want to Arven for... Ah, damn it. So I think we're just Golden Flame first. And we're Nest Ball for a Squawk. Didn't really check whether we have it. I did not check if we have the Sparkling Crystal in play as well. There we go. Oh no, we're just short. Because we need a Mew here, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, we don't have a free pivot. We need the Latias here. And the Ultra Ball will not guarantee that, unfortunately. I can move into a Umbreon, but that's not enough. Unless I want a Mew here, right? So I can use Ultra Ball for this. Just to take Mew. Super Rod back these two. Restart hopefully into something good. I got the Arven, but I still don't have what it takes here. I can get the Ultra Ball for a Flareon. It's a bit rough. I think it's fine. We just hold on to the Ultra Ball for now. Yeah, so he got his Buddy Poffin. The thing is, if you want to... The difference between this deck and, like, for example, a... You know... Iono. Yeah. Not too bad, Iono. Yeah, but the difference between this deck and, for example, a regular Flareon deck, sorry, a regular Ho-Oh Armarouge deck, is that if you want to be using a grass Pokemon to attack Charizard, right, you will need another Eevee on the in play, and that might be a problem here. So let me just see what we're going to do. We're going to definitely get a Flareon. Do we want a Flareon actually? No Charmeleon, okay. In fact, I think we can get a Leafeon here, right? But Leafeon would not guarantee a knockout as well. So I think I will get another Eevee in play first. Put the Area 0 down. Arven into a Ultra Ball. I think we can definitely give up the Espeon and Ho-Oh. I don't really need any of the two. Get the Flareon out. Put Charcadet down. Golden Flame. Just gonna attach an energy here. Hopefully I can get a Nest Ball into a Latias. Yeah, didn't really get it. But it's fine. So I did not see if we have a Leafeon here. We do. But Leafeon is not really the best Pokemon to be to be knocking out Charizard, because if he manages his energies well, we are only doing up to what, 240, which is definitely not enough. So that's the problem about this deck. I did not tag the Pinsir or Iron Leaves or Durant EX because I did not expect many Charizards around. But considering that, you know, well, now we're playing against a Charizard deck, we probably would want to play, or we probably would want to tag one grass Pokemon here. The Leafeon alone might not be enough. But let's just see. There's always a possibility of a mistake here from the Zard player. He might attach all 3 energy cards, which actually, to be honest, is quite unlikely, I think, because, well, he wouldn't need energies in play. That's the first thing, right? He might unfair stamp me here. I'm not sure what A-Spec Zards are playing now. It might be an unfair stamp, but it's not too bad because we have Mew and Fez. Yeah, so the Zard's out. Hopefully he attaches 3. If he doesn't attach 3, it's not really the worst thing in the world, I guess. I'll just be bossing for the Pidgeot and my Flareon will be dead, which is fine. Yeah, so he's not attaching too many energy cards, which is definitely the right move here. So he's hitting me for 240. It's fine. We'll just be bossing out the Pidgeot. Yeah. Do I want to be... let me see. Do I want to give up the Arven though? We definitely need to do this, right? I want to preserve the... Yeah, I want to preserve the Luminous Energy for now. You know what? I'm just going to put it on the Eevee. I'm not too sure who should I put it on for now, actually. But we'll just move 1 energy to the Flareon, boss out the Pidgeot for a knockout. You know what? I'm just going to spread energies, right? Most likely Squawk will not die. I might put it on the Eevee. Yeah. Force him to take... I mean, if he wants to aim the Eevee because he can foresee the Leafeon play coming, then he's going to sacrifice... you know... He will have to be sacrificing some... the price mapping, right? So I'm not too concerned about this. And we'll be one-shotting the Pidgeot with, you know, while the Zard deck is having a dead hand. So although I can't be one-shotting the Zard here, I think it's not too bad. Yeah, I think the next turn we'll be struggling as well. I might be using Fast just to snipe the... yeah, he's going to get a Fast actually. So it's fine. Yeah, he's actually totally fine. So I think the following turn, I'm just going to use the Fast to knock out the Duskull. And he'll be out. He'll be up 4-0 by then. Hopefully we can get a boss or something to that nature, to that effect, rather. But at the very least, we are for a fact, you know, enabling Fez with the script and the Ho-Oh play as well. So that's not too bad. Yeah, they don't have any Pidgeys around. Who will they be knocking out here? The Ho-Oh, okay. And I think we have given up the Ho-Oh as well, and the Super Rods in the discard pile as well. So that may be a problem here. But is it? Is it really a problem? I'm not too sure. So the Leafeon still will not be knocking him out, right? Yeah, I'll be needing the crystal on the Leafeon. Each energy, yeah, it's not enough. Maybe we can bait another Zard out, right? So I'm just gonna do this and probably attach a energy card here. And let's just Fez first. Energy retrieval for energy cards. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's just do it. We can't. There's no way we can get back the Ho-Oh, right? Because I'm not playing any stretches and whatnot. But it's fine. I'm just going to do this. Move up some energy cards to take the Snipe. I have to be sacrificing 1 Luminous Energy though. And I don't think they will be aiming the Flareon. But it'd be dumb for them to aim the Eevee, right? Yeah. So I think I'll be moving from here. Yeah. Let's just see. Yeah. Might not be the right play, but I don't know if we have another boss. We desperately need the last boss and boss out the Fez. Oh, not what we need. We'll just try and thin out the deck with the Earthen Vessel play. I don't think so we have any energies left in the deck actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have, I think we're playing 7 fire energy, so there's one more. Ooh, what? What on oh my goodness. Oh my. This is an absolutely peculiar. Wow, since when there's a hero escape here? Yeah, I think the game should be lost right here. Probably need to be tucking in a stretcher because it's really tough here, and the fire energy, it's really a problem here. I'm just gonna put him down. Draw 1. Not really gonna get us anything here. Will an Arven do us anything here? We can get the Leafeon in play, which isn't really gonna be doing anything, right? I guess what I'll do is I'll Iono and feed a 1 prizer. And let's just see what happens from there, right? If he's smart, he will probably not kill the Eevee. Oh, he is killing the Eevee. So I actually think this is an absolute mistake on his part, killing the Eevee. So all I need now is an energy card, right? And I do have Vessel and a Arven left in the deck. Yeah. This should be game, right? Yeah. So that was a mistake by the Zard player. The Iono play was the right move, and I guess it turned out not too bad. We should not be winning this game actually, but we somehow eked out a win. So not too bad, I guess. We were able to shut down the Pidgeot early in the game, which is great. We also sniped the Duskull, which is also great. We did not expect that Fezandipiti play, which absolutely shocked us. So yeah, the beauty about this deck is that you don't really mind going first or second. So if you go first, you obviously want to get your Squawk, your Ho-Oh, 2 fire energies and a Charcadet in play, right? And then hopefully in the second turn, you can swing with your Wellspring, Ogerpon, or your Iron Hands. But the beauty about this deck is that you don't really mind going second, because ideally what you want to do is you want to be able to donk with your Flareon. Although that's not easy to do, but with Squawk in play, I think all you need is an Arven, and you really should be able to get things going. This is a pretty bad hand. Hopefully we can get a Nest Ball at the very least. Nest Ball here. Well, an energy card, that's not the worst thing in the world. Just do this. Do I want to attach the crystal here? Not really, right? I don't really need the crystal here. And do I want to get an Arven as well? That's the problem. So if I go Iono, if I attach the Sparkling Crystal and Iono here, I might whiff the Flareon. Oh! Should be game, right? Yeah. So I'll just do this. Ultra Ball for the Flareon. This is not how I want to end the game, right? I want to be able to showcase what this deck is all about. But yeah. I mean, we'll take whatever we can. But at the same time, for example, if we were to go second in this game, we are definitely donking them, right? I mean, assuming they don't have a Buddy Poffin or a Nest Ball and whatnot, or maybe even an Artisan, right? If they have an Arven and they were to go first, I think we're definitely donking that turn. This game, rather. So, yeah, in that sense, this deck's pretty good.